you been? You've been here since when? Like July or August? Or when did you get to UCF?
June.
So you've been here a little while. I talked to CJ. I think he got here in August. So obviously you're a true freshman, a lot to get acclimated to. What's the process been like? Just kind of getting comfortable with school and practice and all that stuff. Has it been good?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been really smooth too. Like I don't really haven't really had any problems, balancing everything.
Yeah. So what's been the biggest surprise or the biggest shock, and the biggest adjustment maybe? I mean, maybe you'll have an adjustment when the season starts, but coming in from high school to college, what have you had to get used to?
I'll say one of the things I had to get used to was, living on my own. Even though I have roommates, but like not having your parents there, and you have more like self-responsibility.
Right. So you got to like clean your dorm, you got to get your meals.
Yeah.
Mom's not making dinner. So.
Exactly.
So obviously your brother's your roommate. Are you rooming with anyone else?
Yeah, two of my other teammates as well.
Who are they? Who are you rooming with?
Charlie May and Jalen Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are all kind of young, so you're kind of learning the process together and everything.
Exactly.
So now that you've been on the court, I know you played some of these scrimmages here recently. I think you just played Georgia, I think. What's that been like, just playing another team and seeing what you got instead of just playing the same guys in the practice squad? What did you learn from that experience?
Definitely learned a lot, just to play against other college guys, to see how it is would be during the season, traveling as well. And just learning to play with each other, building that chemistry a little bit more is definitely helpful to us.
What are you known for on the court? I mean, we're going to see it here in a couple of weeks, but when fans maybe see you play for the first time, or there's a signature style of play, are you known for certain moves, certain shots, pride yourself on defense? How would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as a versatile player, being able to stretch it out, shoot threes, and also attack inside, off the dribble. And I'll say, my energy that I bring. After I make a tough bucket or something, I might, celebrate a little bit. Just
so you're
for
one of those guys. You're an emotional guy. You're not a guy that it looks like you're pouting after a dunk. You're going to be smiling and you're grinning from ear to ear.
Yeah, definitely to have fun.
So when guys like Darius Johnson, CJ Walker, they've been on this team a few years, but a lot of the guys are new. I mean, other than those guys, most everyone's brand new. So is that maybe a good thing in terms of everyone's kind of coming from the same perspective? You kind of are forced to get to know each other instead of being, a couple new guys and the rest of the team's been here for a while. So what's that process been like, just getting to know everyone? Because it seems like there's a lot of new faces.
I feel like it's really good that there's a lot of new people because you can really start to build up and start from really good habits. Yeah. And that's what we've been doing. Everything's all in order. Everybody's really disciplined for the most part and stuff like that.
So I think Coach Lang said you guys been doing team bonding stuff. You go bowling and what have you done this summer to kind of get to know each other?
Just hanging out, going out to eat with each other. When we get extra shots in the gym, maybe take a teammate, talk a little bit. Stuff like that, just to get closer.
So you guys have been bowling?
Yeah.
Who's the best bowler on the team? Who would surprise you that could actually, knock some strikes down?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm the best bowler on the team.
Okay.
I'm not.
Have you bowled before? Do you have experience, or you just kind of came natural?
In middle school, I was in a bowling tournament every week.
Okay, so you're like a pro.
Yeah, low key.
All right, so when you get on the court, I know you're highly recruited. Who have you been compared to? Who have guys said, you know what, your style of play reminds me of this guy, college, pro? Have you ever been compared to anyone?
Yeah, people compare me to Anthony Davis or a Bam Adebayo. And,
okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty lofty praise. Who do you like to emulate? Is there some guys you like to watch in the NBA or growing up and kind of be I want to play like that guy? Or
definitely LeBron James, but I would like to model my game after Anthony Davis because I feel we kind of have a similar play style. So yeah.
So I know you're going to be playing a bunch. Darius Johnson's coming back playing a bunch. There's a lot of transfer that have experience. They're going to play a bunch. Who has impressed you? When you get on the court and play with these guys, who's one guy, two, three guys you think are really going to have an awesome season that you've been impressed by?
One of them is CJ Walker. When I committed, I'll watch the games, but actually playing with him, just seeing how hard he plays and how good of a player he is it's crazy. It gets me better as well. And then Ifeal Horton, one of our transfers, he just shoots the cover off the ball, man. It's crazy. And then also Darius Johnson, seeing how well he handled the offense last year, and then him coming back this year, he's just only getting better,
Yeah. So what do you like to do when you're not playing? I mean, basketball is a huge part of your life, but like, what do you like to do when you're not playing basketball?
I'll probably say like watching Netflix or.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you into now? Like, what have you been into lately, streaming-wise?
I usually like to watch movies, but like suspense movie, thriller movies, you know, things that'll like twist your mind a little bit.
Do you have an all-time favorite? Show, movie?
I'll say my all-time favorite show is Stranger Things.
Okay.
And the show called You. That's a pretty interesting show.
I gotta check that one out. I gotta check that one out. So I know you're focused on the American this year, but all the big news around UCF, maybe during your recruitment, I know they always put the logo on the court as the Big 12 in that league. I know that wouldn't be to your sophomore year, but I know you got to focus on this year. But how exciting is that, knowing where this program is headed?
I mean, that's big. You know, the AAC is a great conference, but the Big 12 is a great conference too. You know, so going to the Big 12 is also helps with recruiting guys, and it's definitely a step in the right direction for sure.
So, season's going to be here in a couple weeks. Like, what are you most looking forward to, and what are your expectations for this year?
My expectations is to prove all the doubters wrong, because I've seen the projections on where we're going to be in the rankings, and I don't really think we're going to be that low, but we're definitely going to come out and prove like we're definitely a better team than everybody thinks that we are going to be.
So you guys have a chip on your shoulder. I guess maybe people look at there's a lot of new guys, you haven't been on the team before, we don't know where to slot these guys, but you guys are using that as motivation,
exactly.
right? All right, man, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.